So, hello, hello, hello. Do you hear me now? Okay, thank you. Thank you. That always happens. Okay, so my plan was to have KP from Art Foamies on. She asked if she could be a guest prompter, and I said, well, of course. And I was talking to her last night, and earlier she had sent me a message, and she's like, okay, so it's 11 CST. I'm like, yeah, 11 CST. Well, no, it's 9 CST. I'm used to going an hour backwards when I go to her stuff. So I did send her a message, and hopefully she can still make it. But what we'll do is I got a couple things to show, and yeah, so of course everything's going smooth as usual. Hey Ginger, hi Terry, Devin, Dar. Let's see, Darlene's here. Who else is here? Devin, Darlene, Terry. Lisa, hi Lisa, good to see you. I can't believe this because I got on with her last night, made sure everything was working. And then this morning I was like, oh my God, did she say 11 CST? So we'll see. But anyways, I did want to tell you about I know a lot of times we like to, we talk storage and stuff like that. And since KP is going to be here with Art Foamies, I had a system that I really liked for my Art Foamies. I had the plastic containers from Stampendous, I think it was. Let me get them. I'll show them to you. So I had been using these containers from Stampendous. They're called Stufftainers, and they were perfect for Art Foamies or any kind of foam stamps because they just fit right in here. Pop them in, you could see them, and then I put them in my cards, and they're facing like this, and all I have to do is flip through and see what stamps I need. Well, Stampendous got bought out. I don't know if they got bought out by Spellbinders or if they sold their stock to Spellbinders, but Spellbinders was still selling the Stampendous stickers. And so I bought a bunch of those, but then I filled them all up with Art Foamies. So I had found these on Amazon, and they work pretty good. They're actually a little more. They're the same. You can fit as many stamps in it, but they are a little more streamlined. And then they just open up like this, and then they go here. So yeah, so they're not bad. And then it's the same thing. I can put them in my containers. I can put them in my containers like this and then flip through. So they're easy to see what's in it. Well, in the meantime, Spellbinders started making their containers like this that they sell under their name. And they're called Stash Stacks. So they're very similar. They're very similar to the Stufftainers. They're the only difference I could tell. They come in 1 inch, I think, is the smallest. Then there's 1.5 inch. Thanks, Kevin. I know I was wondering about that too. They're probably all laughing like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she told her the wrong time." Okay, so Spellbinders started making these, and they come in 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. They're just a little bit bulkier than the stuff tainer ones. So if you had been using the stuff tainers before and you really like them for, you could use them for lots of stuff, paper, all kinds of stuff. If you really like these and you're looking for them, check out Spellbinders, and they're called Stash Stacks. And like I said, they're very similar, maybe just a little bit bulkier. There's just some more extra room at the top. Oh, Jen, thanks for popping in though. It's always good to see you. I hope it gets better. So yeah, so that was my big find. I actually found them at Scrappy Chic because they had made a note that if they ever saw anything similar, they'd let me know. And when I was in there a couple weeks ago, they're like, "Oh, weren't you looking for these?" And so yeah, so all my stuff will look alike. It won't be all different stuff. But these that I got on Amazon, I wish I had seen these like years and years ago, because they are just a little bit more streamlined. So just 2 ideas for storing foam stamps. Hey, Kimberly, good to see you. Where have you been? Hopefully enjoying your garden. Barb, hello, Barb. Sophia, good to see you. What did you say? Do not try to store them by theme or designer. Okay, here's a good question. How do you store yours then? Do you have any system that you store it? Who has foam stamps that they have a good storage solution for? Let's see. I have all my foam stamps from PM Artist in a large 12 by 12 scrapbook plastic box, and I only have the one, so they're all in there together. Okay, so you're okay, because I know Dee Dee likes doing that, where she just keeps, or she used to keep all her stamps in a big bowl, I thought, and then she would, go through them. Okay, so you have yours. So I try to I kind of keep them. I kind of try and keep them by designer. So, or by set. Like this was all, see, it works out good when you have more than one stamp from each designer. So I either do like designer or type. But I think what I'm going to do now, because I've collected quite a few, I think I'm going to go through and I'm going to stamp all the stamps in each container on a piece of paper and then put that inside. So when I'm flipping through, I can see them a little bit easier. Hold on. I just got a message from KP. She will be here in about 15 minutes. So I think what we'll do. All right. Where's my cursor? Okay. All right. Okay, so let's see. Devin, I think Devin said she puts hers in drawers. Where is it? Okay, Devin uses drawers in her cart, but then I had to start 12 by 12 because also, yes, you collect them. They kind of they pile up quickly, but they're so fun. Let's see. Who else is here? Did I say hi to Barb? I said hi to Jane. Oh, you had Hubster Hum all day yesterday? That's fun, Dee Dee. Except you were on streams all day. Right, exactly, Sophia. There's no one way. Whatever works for you. So yeah, and it's just, and there's so many of them. I'd like to hear how how people how different people store them. Something, I mean, if you had like, here would be like the perfect way to store them is if you had like a drawer with like that were only like maybe 1.5 inches high, and then you could like just stack them all in there with a little picture of what's inside, and then just pull them out as you need them. But that's not going to happen. I don't build furniture, and I've never seen anything like that. But this works for me. Like I said, I am going to stamp it and then have a sheet of paper on there because right now, and especially, I feel like I might be getting cataracts. My eyes are going, like in my basement. If it's dark, I don't see stuff, so I'm like pulling each thing out individually. So I think that'll just make it easier. But yeah, anybody else have any good ideas for storing stamps? I also do some of my rubber stamps, and they used to make stuff tanners made little like 1/2 inch ones and 1/4 inch ones, the thinner ones. And I do have some of my rubber stamps in those. And I'm going to do the same thing, put the paper on there so I can see what's in there. Good morning, Janet. I saw part of your stream yesterday. I was actually watching it outside. It was so nice on Sunday. Well, Sunday it was still kind of cool, but yesterday it was sunny. It was 70. Okay, Sophia says she stores her hand-carved stamps in hard plastic containers. Okay, yeah, and with the hand-carved ones, Sophia does, you've been doing Carved December for the past few years. How many carved stamps do you have, Sophia? You probably have, I bet you have about 100 now at least. Okay, so what we're going to do, KP is going to be here in about 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do to start is pull out the file folder journal that we are going to work on today, and I'll just show you how I start putting it together. Let's see, ZenGen. I need clear storage containers with lids that are not bulky, but also easy to open. Those clip ones from Amazon. Oh, okay, yeah. They are. And then these, the stuff tainer ones aren't bad. They just have like a little tab here and you pull it up. But I agree. The Amazon ones can be tricky. Okay, Sophia said 2 years doing Carved December, 62 stamps. But some of those are more than one in a set, plus others I've done. I bet you have close to 100 now. That's amazing, Sophia. And you have some cool stamps too. You've sent me some work with your stamps on them. Oh, it doesn't matter. Sometimes the tinier ones are harder to do than the bigger ones. Oh yeah. So yesterday, if you were watching Janet, she was doing a paint along. I didn't see who your inspiration was for that, Janet, but I saw you painting part of it. And I guess Devin and Jane both played along and posted their pictures. So yeah, go check those out. I'll show them later on Facebook when we show the prompts, but it was fun. What kind of watercolors were you using, Janet? Okay, Arts Loop Beginner on IG. Oh, she's good. I follow her too. She's really good. Sophia said, I think the hardest I've done are the two scenic ones based on photos, both 4x6 and very detailed, challenging but super satisfying once done. Okay, so Sophia, how do you so when you do that, do you like draw a picture on the substrate, or do you like make a copy and then press it down? Like, how do you know where to carve? Okay, Janet said Daniel Smith's Primatech, not cheap but very cool. It looked good. It looked good. I need to go back and see how you finished it. I enjoyed watching it yesterday. Barb said Janet Young not allowed to count stamps. Sounds like a conspiracy to me. Yeah, Janet has quite the collection of stamps. Yeah, the brick arch carved stamp is cool too. Yeah, check out Sophia and Devin at PM Artist Studio. They have some fun stamps and stencils over there. Hey, Terry, did you play along too yesterday? I haven't really checked. I haven't checked on Facebook. Hey, Kristen. Yeah, check out Janet's stream. It was a fun project. Okay, Jen, take care. Hope you feel better. Okay, Sophia, I have to run. Oh, okay, Sophia. I'll see you around later. Okay, so while we're waiting for Kristen, who it's completely my fault, I gave her the wrong time to be here. I'm going to get started on how we make the file folder journal. So we're going to turn this into this. This one has 5 signatures. So we have some signatures that are going to be sewn in, some that are file folders we made before and sewed those in. And then we have a flippy floppy file folder that I taped in that's really holding well, and using the cloth tape from Tim Holtz, or you could probably use there's some other decorative like cloth tapes that are really sturdy. So you could probably use gaffer's tape. That's if you don't want to sew your signatures in. You can tape them or you can sew them. So what I do is, whoops. All right, got all my papers here. So I start out with one of these file folders. It's just, they come in green, they come in blue, they come in all different colors. One's with an accordion binding. If you don't have those, you can just take a bunch of regular file folders and then stick them into each other, which I'll show you. Just a minute. So you could just take some of the manila file folders. This is one of those flippy floppy folders. You could take one of those, and then you could just take different file folders and then work with those. And then over here where you have the little lines, to make the There. So you could just take individual file folders and then sew them into one binder too. So lots of different options. You can also use different sizes and things like that. So this is the one I start with. And I like this one because there's also some extra pages that you can decorate, put stuff on, things like that. So what I'd like to do, I took out some, just some different papers, and I did start last week putting some signatures together. But I just kind of, nothing fancy. Oh, thank you, Dark Pendaflex expandable folders. Let me get my trimmer over here so I'm not running back and forth. Okay, so I like using oh, I know. I know. I wish I could find a perfect solution too, Devin. Okay, so I like taking some ledger papers, and these were signatures that I pulled out of an old ledger book. It was a big, huge ledger book. And I just kind of eyeball. All right, so these go right over here. So I'm just going to cut this down so it's just a little bit smaller than the file folder. And did that just fit? Okay, so I pulled these and then over here, instead of cutting it off to fit into the file folder, I just kind of fold these in. Oop, that's a little too short. Let me go out one more. Okay, we got that. Let me fold this one in. So this is kind of, this is the cover of one of the signatures. And then what I did, I went through and pulled all different kinds of papers that I liked. I have some other ledger papers, music papers. I had some graph paper that I got at Hobby Lobby when it was on sale. I kind of keep them, oh, some Braille papers, more Braille paper I had. I kind of keep them not too busy. I don't use any scrap paper or like busy paper pictures yet. That comes later. So what I will do, I kind of use this is my template, so I know how big the sheets inside should be. So I'll just start by, let me move these over to the side so it's not too distracting. Okay, so I use this as my template, and then I just start cutting different different papers. So Okay, so KP is here. So I'll just show you the first one. So I cut down my papers, pull out one of the graph paper sheets, and then throw it in here. And then I just keep going. We'll finish this up later. I just keep going, sizing my papers, putting them in. I make signatures that are maybe 4 or 5 sheets, so 10 pages. And then I'll show you how that progresses after we do our prompts for the week. So let me clear this off. I still can't believe I did that. I'm like such a dork. Okay, hold on. All right, so here we go.
Oh,
morning.
hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Sorry, my desk is so messy. I didn't have time to prepare.
I know. I'm so sorry. I told you. Oh yeah, it's 11 Central. I always have to go back to come to yours. So I think that's how it got messed up.
It's
so
okay.
Like,
you know what?
I told her 11 Central.
So
I apologize.
No, and I should know, but I can't remember like what I ate for breakfast, much less what everybody's time zone is. But
I know. And the funny thing is, when we were talking last night, we're like, "Oh yeah, I do such goofy stuff and blah blah blah." Well, yeah, I did.
Well, I saw your message. I was like, "Oh God!" Like I was eating sort of. I guess it's considered breakfast, but it's actually my lunch. And I saw the message and I was like, oh no, and I won't go into it, but my morning was crazy. So, but I'm here and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me. And
you're welcome. And hopefully you can just kind of chill and relax and then take a little break.
Yeah, well, and I was debating too, like what I was going to work on if I wanted to work in I want to make one of those journals like you showed me, but I don't have all the stuff. So, I don't have a million journals I could work into or Dexy cards, but I don't know. I'm so indecisive.
Well, hopefully, because what I'm going to do, I'm showing like what I use to put it together. You can use a couple different types of file folders, and then you just kind of grab papers. And I like when I start out using more plain papers and stuff like that, get the signatures together. I don't sew them in till I've like halfway, 3/4 of the way through, because then as I go along, if I see something like a fancy paper I want to add in, you just kind of add into it as you go.
Mm-hmm.
So this might give you some good ideas, like what to collect or what type of file folder and stuff you want to use.
I'm sorry for not knowing, I just had a question I should have asked you last night, but so after we do the prompts, then people work on whatever they're working on, whether it be a journal page or a Dexy card or whatever, right? Do they all share it in the group, like share what they made from those prompts?
Yes, what we do is we'll pick the prompts and then we'll work on the prompts, and then a few people in chat usually play along with us. And then what I do is on the Facebook group, they'll post to the Facebook group, and then I can show them so everybody can see it.
Okay, cool. Okay. So I've seen some, like, I'm in that group, or I'm in your group, so see it sometimes, but
yeah. So no, when if people finish it before the stream's over, I show it. I bring it up and show it so everybody can see it.
Okay, cool.
So,
all right.
So I'll go ahead and pick the card.
Okay, and because because since I'm like a little off, now all my ideas went out of my brain.
No. I think you said you have your monthly prompts that you put on that you could pick from.
Yes, I do. And I had that little book that I have of different prompts, but I of course find it now.
Oh, that's okay. And I know there was like one prompt that we knew we were going to do.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
So there's that.
Go ahead with your cube first, which I'm
Okay.
envious.
And then that'll, okay. So, and hopefully it's a good color here. I'm trying to not really peak, but I just want them to be good colors. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that was from last week. Hold on. It's kind of random here. All right, I'm just pulling this out. Okay, this is kind of fun. So we have scarlet, orange, marigold, gold, and hunter's green. So you can choose one, a couple, or all the colors to work with.
Okay, so hold on. I want to write it down. Do you leave
Okay,
that?
well, I'll have the prompts will be along the screen, but I need to write it down first before they go in.
Okay. So do I just say them? Just
yes.
What? Okay.
Yes.
So oh gosh, I feel so on the spot.
Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. In a good way. Is it have to only be one word prompts?
No, it can be any prompts. It can be you can pick one word prompts. It can be a technique. It can be like a type of substrate or
okay, got it. Okay, so so the first prompt, and are you ready for me, or are we doing colors?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. First prompt is stamp something, or stamped image, preferably in art foamies.
Of course.
Or if you don't have art foamies, of course, we don't want to assume that everybody has art foamies. It can be a stamp, rubber stamp,
so use a stamp.
Or a carved stamp. So
okay. Oh yeah, we were talking before. One of our members, Sophia, has done Carved December the past couple of years, and she has like 60 carved stamps.
Ooh, so she can use one of those, or also I'm going to give us shameless self promotion. Remember, some of your favorite carvings you could have turned into an art foamy. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be very cool. Very cool.
Because carvings do make really, good art foamies in general. Or you want to write them down? Should we be writing them down?
Okay, so it's scarlet, orange, marigold, gold, and hunter green. Scarlet. And actually, Sandra, who is in our group, has done some art foamies.
Who is it?
Xandra.
Oh yeah, Xandra. Yeah.
In fact, she came on and showed her art foamies.
Yes. I remember. I love her corner ladies so much.
Yes, the little corner stamps, those were good. And then I like what you did with her. She had the moons, like the crescent moons, and you just all on a sheet like a rainbow. I thought those were kind of cool.
Yeah, that turned out really fun. Great. I mean, even just a page, really.
Yeah.
So you said again, scarlet, orange, something, marigold, or what was it?
Okay, yellow? Marigold, gold.
Oh, gold.
And then hunter green.
Okay. So
and then the first prompt is use a stamp. Use any kind of stamp.
Use a stamp. The second one, my second prompt is in the moment.
In the moment. So whatever pops into your head.
Or whatever, could be a favorite moment, but in the moment.
Oh, okay. Okay. Favorite moment or something that just pops into your head.
The third one is, well, this is going to be tricky, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's actually my word for this year, and it can mean so many things, and that's why I love this word. And that is energy.
Oh, good one. Energy. Oh, that's a good, do you pick a word every year?
Yes. And
Yeah,
that's
I've been doing it for several years too.
yeah, me too. Since I think 2010 was my first year doing it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think who was it? Allie Edwards. There was somebody who had started it,
Oh,
and I feel like that was like, and my first word of the year, and in fact, I used it for 3 years because I liked it so much. Do like just do it,
yeah,
because
yeah.
it was when I had first started like art journaling and stuff like that. I'm like, I just have to do it. I can't think about it. I just have to do it. So I did that for like 3 years.
My first word was courage because I was 45 graduating from college.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that. I knew you had an opportunity to go back to school, and
Yeah.
I couldn't remember how old you were. So when you were about 40?
Yeah, I went back when I was 41. And I went to get my degree in graphic design,
Uh-huh.
but halfway through, I just said, I just don't want to do graphic design. I really want to do just art, I want to paint and stuff. So I switched my major, and that's real. I think that was the first year because I graduated in 2011. So,
Mhm.
it really, I have to say, it really, to me, felt like it took a lot of courage to do that and be around all those 20-year-olds, and then
Yeah,
also,
how was that? How was it intimidating at first, but did you kind of settle into it? Like, what was it like going back?
oh my gosh, yes, it was. And it was weird because I was also sort of like in between, like really when a lot of my instructors and stuff were like not my, like they were older than me, but all
Mhm.
kids in school were younger than me. So it was kind of weird. I did make friends mostly with instructors. So,
Yeah, yeah. So you weren't out partying with the kids every week.
oh, no, I had one in first grade and one in kindergarten. um, Uh, so my third one, I love this because, and I love prompts that are like double entendres, like you could
Mhm.
think of it in two ways. And so
Mhm.
that's makeup, makeup.
Oh, so you could like use makeup, make something up,
Yeah. Or make up with
use
someone,
something.
like
Yeah,
could be an apology or, like, I don't know.
right.
So now, so in the moment, right?
Okay, we've got in the moment, energy, makeup, and then one more. Do
Oh,
you want
one
to
more.
do
Okay.
like a technique or something, or like
Mixed media. Mixed media.
a product?
Well, so you don't, not just mixed media, you want it to say like water media?
Yes, like you could, oh, if you want to do watercolor, you could do watercolor or water soluble, water media.
Yeah, water media, because I would want it would be like gouache, layer cakes, watercolor pencils, watercolor.
Perfect. Any type of watercolor media.
Yeah.
Oh, these are good.
I thought it'd be fun. I love like naming stuff and like,
Uh-huh.
thinking stuff up. So I was like, oh, it'll be fun to just come up with some prompts and see if I can actually make something from that. But I don't
I know
know.
now the fun part because these are completely random, obviously, because you just pulled them out of your head. So
Well,
you
no, some of these were on, so some of them were on my sheets.
Oh, okay.
So
No, but that's okay. We didn't know what they were. So
right, yes.
so
So
we're
these
all
were
kind of
out of
doing
my head at one point.
it. So fun. So yeah, so KP does have a, Patreon group, and she just showed she has a monthly calendar she puts out every month, and she also streams Monday through Friday pretty much every day. She does streams for people in the group, and then she makes stamps and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So,
Sorry, my
so
color was
what
out because
what okay, so what are you going to do yours on? Are you going to do yours on a Dexie card or on a piece
I
of
was
paper?
just deciding, and I think I do want to do a Dexie card. So I'm gonna,
Okay.
but let's see here.
So yeah, so you can use I'm using the vintage recipes.
which
And
I
it's
love.
awesome. And
Did
it's
you?
always fun to see what the recipe is on the back. So this one is actually one that would be fun to make. Rocky Road Candy Crisps.
Mm.
So that sounds yummy.
So do you save the recipe and then just do like so you can still use the recipe or not?
I have my goal was to, like, when I'm done, like maybe go back and put a piece of paper on the back, but I may just like put a piece of paper up here and leave the picture so I'll have the prompts on the back of them. I haven't decided what to do because I mean, I like to cook, but I don't cook a whole lot. So I
Yeah.
probably would never use the recipe.
Me neither. Yeah.
They're fun.
I like what you're using them for way better.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, look at it. Oh yeah, that looks good. That'd be fun to make, and then do art on it. So that's
So
basically what
you
I
know,
do.
I love doing Dexie cards. I kind of use it as my journal, right? So
Mhm.
I do consider it still like a journal page. This one I did a little bit differently because here's like a normal, or not normal, but you know, like the ones that I usually make. Oh, not every day, but at least a couple times a week, or
Mhm.
just you know, like on a single watercolor card usually. And I have some that I had the notches cut out, but you can also just make your own. But did you see yesterday when I did the fold over one so I could have it more like a spread?
Yes, I saw that. I love that. And I wasn't there at the beginning, so I wasn't sure what you were doing. So you are going to keep it together, and then when you pull it out, you have a full page spread.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
have your Rolodex there? Do you want to show your Rolodex?
Sure, sure.
Wait till you see this, guys. It's awesome. It's the biggest Rolodex I've seen.
Yeah, I think it's probably the, you know, biggest like one that they made for like office. You know,
Mhm.
actually that's not true because I've actually also seen like doubles, like where they have like
Oh,
two.
really?
I mean, like I've seen them where they have like a whole another section over here,
Oh,
but
wow.
not the 5x8 card. These are 5x8, and you can tell if you ever run across a vintage Rolodex. It's you know, these are like the heavy metal. Zephyr American was the brand, and then it says
Mhm.
Rolodex file. This one says V, as in Victor 558, because that stands for 5x8. The other ones, like the one you have, will say V four what is it?
4x6.
Four, four, 446 or four, whatever, but it stands for
Uh-huh.
4x6. And then the other one says like two something three, you know, is a two.
Oh, okay. So that's how you know what size it is.
Yeah, that's, and so the little numbers, because I collected each size of this.
Nice. I
I
know.
don't know if it's nice. It's just compulsive, I guess. But I love it. I do. It is something that I am going to keep doing, you know, on my creative journey. Hopefully, like however long I am fortunate enough to live and do art, I want to keep doing these because I love being able to thumb through. I just love the whole concept. I think it's just, it appeals
It
to
is.
me, right?
Do a
So
quick this is what KP's been doing this year. She started the first week, and you're doing at least one a week, sometimes more. I know in
mhm,
February you did February Girls on a Rolodexy.
yeah.
Just do like a flip through and just show like what you've been doing because
So
they're really fun and great ideas.
they are, oh my gosh, this is probably my favorite thing. And this, you know, I made some art foamies, of course, to complement or, you know, and not that I just use art foamies. Of course, I don't. I do love using the collage soup books. I love using all kinds of stickers. I love using rubber stamps, you know, and especially, of course, still rubber moon stamps. All of the, you know, I love it because it also helps me to, I call it commemorative pages where I get to just, you know, commemorate different things, whether it's a launch of somebody's art foamies or something just going on in my life. But so this is a grid that I created just for these pages. And I love this because it just lets me journal, you know, little bits of my day or thoughts, or, you know, I like to keep track of if I'm taking care of myself. And then, you know, like we were talking about Xandra's art foamies, this
Mhm.
commemorates Xandra's launch. And so, you will see kind of a theme running through them, but of course they're all really different too, because I really like to let myself be free and
Right.
and very experimental in a way. That's one reason why I wanted to come here with you, Kathy, and do these, because I think it's great doing these prompts, incorporating in these pages will make them just really, different too. And I don't know, just add
Right.
another.
Just something different. It's not like you're just doing a planner, like, okay, here's what's in there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that's it. And of course, we do artist spotlights a lot. And so these are stamps that are from the artist spotlights, which are really special to me. And so anyway, I won't, like
we love flips. We love flips. So keep flipping through.
Okay. This I do have to share. This is a stamp. Where did I put that little guy? I do have it around here somewhere. I just don't know right at this moment where it is, but it's a little self-inking stamp.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you can, let me see if I can. Oh, I guess I can't zoom in on here, but it's this little calendar. It's a self-inking stamp I bought in Japan. And I'm telling you what, I wish I would have bought like 100 of them. I'm not kidding. They are so good. I've never, ever, I wish I could show it to you, because I've never seen a self-inking stamp like this. Like if you look at it, it doesn't hardly have any raised area. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not raised, but it's stamped so great. And the ink, I just love it. Anyway, if I go back, or if I can ever get my daughter to go get me some more, I'm going to do it. And if I know Megan for some, has one from the same company. It's not the calendar, and she loves hers too. It's a different image, but she said she loves hers too. Oh,
anyway. So it just inks really well. It looks like it's a really crisp.
Yes. Oh, here it is. I do have it. Oh my gosh. It's like this. Okay. It's just this little, and it's self-inking, but I don't know. Can you even?
Oh my gosh. Then how does that, the ink is?
I know. It is crazy. It's barely raised up, but it's stamped so nicely. Anyway, just had to call your attention.
Oh, no, that's fun, because I haven't seen that yet. I love that you have that to put in the beginning of each month.
It's funny. I bought it in Japan, but it is made in China, and it's Midori. So look that up if you can find any self-inking stamps made by Midori.
Midori. Yeah,
Midori. Yes. So anyway, I just that, because you'll see this on maybe quite a few pages, but anyway,
or at least the beginning of the month or something.
Yeah. It's just, and the way that it's a perpetual calendar, because that 2025 isn't on there. This you just mark whatever with another, if you can see that, I just marked the day with the bright color.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Oh, I love that.
So, and then here's some of my first Far Away Girls with Megan. This was from our Zoom, because Megan and I do a Zoom. We used to do it once a month, but now honestly, we just do it every quarter to sort of show the Far Away Girl, what's coming up, and show what we've done with them. So this was from one of those Zooms.
Now, what was the inspiration for your Far Away Girls? How did you come across that idea?
Well, so Calendar Girls started in 2024. And then we just knew we wanted to still do something collaborative in 2025. And we love, we love the girls and the whatever. It's our kind of fun thing, and it's aesthetic, but we just wanted to change them up. We wanted them to not have separate heads, even though I did like that. I really did. And I like being able to mix and match, but we wanted to change it up a bit, and not make them the same, give it a little bit different of aesthetic. And then also, the Calendar Girls were kind of I guess they were a little more thematic in just designy, but they weren't trying to necessarily represent an era or a culture. These kind of are a little bit more. I mean, they're still loosely based, of course, but we just, and of course, instead of getting the head and the body and one motif, you're getting the whole figure, head and body together, and then a word or words, and then also a motif. So just again, just switch it up, make it.
So those would be good, say if you're working in a travel journal or a a faraway places journal or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I think, and just fun to like a little more, I guess, thematic. But also,
Mhm.
what I was thinking is that since they are generally the same size, like you still could, if you really wanted to mix and match the bodies and heads, you still can. Like,
Oh, cool. And that's with the calendar girl ones.
yeah, for sure. Oh,
Mhm.
they will still work and fit together.
Right, right.
Anyway, and then stencils too. I used a lot of I actually, it's so funny. So years ago, like, oh my gosh, I used to a long time ago design a few stencils for Stencil Girl, and then I'm no longer with Stencil Girl. Then I was designing for and I still, well, my designs are still at iStencils. I haven't done anything really new for a long time, but in the very beginning, and this goes back to 2017, I
Mhm.
designed a whole set of journal stencils with the days of the week and I had completely forgotten about them. And for some reason, I was doing something and I found it. I was like, oh my gosh, these will fit the Dexies perfectly. And they
Oh,
do. So
wow,
you see
cool.
these a little bit in here too, like that. But
Oh,
anyway,
nice.
lots of just I like them just for swatch pages. Again, another commemorative, if you all remember when we came out with Lisa Young's art foamies. So
Oh,
just
I loved her art foamies. Those were fun.
do a lot every month too. In my Patreon, well, at a certain level, you get a collage sheet, at least one every month. And
Mhm.
so I a lot of times will make stickers out of my collage sheets and put them in. So
Oh,
I love
fun.
stickers, too, of course.
Oh, yeah, you have some awesome stickers.
Yeah, some really, really fun ones. I
And
need,
if you order art foamies, you do get a free sticker with every order.
yeah, I think that's a fun thing too. It's been a nice change for us. Uh,
Hmm.
I will tell you the truth. It makes it so much because we were also packaging the freebie right every month,
Right.
so it just makes it so much quicker. And I just think it's fun to collect something different. I think stickers too are a
Mhm.
nice freebie. Tell me if you agree. I mean, just because you don't necessarily. I mean, if you don't want a sticker, it's easy to put it on.
Right.
Throw it away, give it away, put it on an envelope, whatever. But as an like everybody was getting an art foamy, and some people would get more than one, if they ordered more than once. You
Right.
don't
You don't need more
always
than one.
right? Yes, and also you just don't want all that. So it's I think our customers have enjoyed it too. And
Yeah, they're fun. And stickers are fun. Like even for like stuff like the prompts,
yeah,
like you might be like, oh, I have a sticker and that takes care of that for the prompt. I mean, they're fun. They're versatile. You can use them if you're doing art journaling, any kind of mixed media.
and
They're
two, I
fun.
think if you do get more than one, like say you order more than once in a month, one time in a month, and you get multiples or something, I think it's more welcome than getting extra art foamy. I could be wrong. I don't know, but
No,
I
because you can, yeah, because a sticker, you can use it in more than one
or put it
place.
in a letter to somebody if you don't,
Mhm.
whatever. Yeah. So
Oh,
here you can see again the stencils, and I left this one purposely. This is just the way the stencil looks, so
oh,
that
that's cool.
But anyway, and then you can see too how different they look, obviously when they're
Now, did you
embellished.
make that one into a stamp too?
No, I haven't, but that is such a good idea. Oh
Cool
my
stamp.
God, that is such a good idea. I mean, like it just never ends. When I think, oh gosh, I mean, one day I think I even told Maxie, I'm pretty sure I'm getting old now. I'm running out of ideas, and she's like, Mom, no, you're
Never.
not. Like, no, I think I am. I'm finally running out of ideas. And then literally the next morning she comes in, oh my God, I have this idea. I go, I guess I was wrong. It was just yesterday.
Oh, fun.
Uh,
Now she's moving soon, right?
Oh, yes. Well, so it will be this year. It is probably going to be like in August. Things are
Okay.
moving a little slow, but it is crazy. Yeah, she's moving to Australia
Oh, okay. Is it like a corporate move or
for her husband.
okay, those take like 6 months to a year to finalize.
Yeah.
Because we
So,
did when I was oh my God, like 35 years ago. Oh my God, almost 40 years ago. My husband worked for Amoco and he had an opportunity to go to Switzerland. So he's like, "Hey, what do you think about moving to Switzerland?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, that'll be great. When are we going?" He's like, "Well, sometime in the future." So I'm like, "Out. I'm ready to go like the next week." It took it took a good 7 months before we actually got on the plane.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, so
Well, it's
it'll
been
take.
it's already in progress. So we think
Oh
probably
good.
about another 3 months, but she probably won't. We don't know. We're just kind of playing it day by day, or
Mhm.
whatever. And it's just being as supportive as we can.
I
I
know.
know I'm going to be emotional and I'm going to miss her so much, but we are also very happy about it.
Oh, now is it something that's permanent, or do they have a time limit?
Yeah, no, like they are plan. I mean, as permanent as things
Right, as things
can
can
be.
be. Like there's no set time to come back.
No, and they're not thinking they're going to want to be honest. But you don't know. We don't know.
Right. Now, here's a question I had for you. Now, when you went to Australia, KP was lucky to go to Australia last year and took some classes with Jane. Did she have any idea that she may end up over there?
Yes, well,
Okay.
yeah, I mean it was already like just barely being talked about, and it was,
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll tell you, sort of funny, like without taking up too much time, that what happened was it was meant like they were talking about him possibly applying to that, for the position over there, and then I said, and then something came up like literally the next day after she told me that her husband was going to apply or started putting out the word that he
He
wanted
was
to
in.
do that. Then the
Uh-huh.
next day I saw the things for Jane's workshop and I go, oh, hey, do you want to go? To Maxie, kind of joking around a little bit, like, I,
Uh-huh.
and then she was, and also, and if you knew our relationship, she like I would have thought she would have said, "Oh yeah, sure, mom," right, mom.
Hmm.
But she didn't. She was like, "Yeah," and I was like,
Oh,
"Okay."
wow.
So we just started looking, and
Uh-huh.
then like literally, we were like, "We can do it." Like for whatever reason, I mean, and it's not like I'm fabulously wealthy and I can just pick up and go flying on
Right.
trips all the time,
Right.
but
Well, there's
for whatever,
planning because you have your business.
yes, and that, but for whatever reason, it just was at a time when we could kind of do, and we just were like spontaneous and we're like, yeah, let's do it.
And
I'm
then
not gonna,
your other daughter is in Japan, so you were able to visit her then too.
yeah. So anyway, so this is my days I've done so far this year right here.
Very
Um,
cool.
and then I mean, there's a few stragglers that maybe aren't in here or aren't all the way finished. And then these are from my face a day February. That this is my 10th year
Oh,
that I
cool.
did, and I don't think I'm going to do it anymore. I mean, I shouldn't say ever, but I'm planning on not doing it next year.
Like taking a break.
Yeah, or doing maybe something a different kind of challenge or something. But yeah, it was my 10th year. I wanted to at least finish the 10 years. So, and
Oh, fun. Oh,
yeah,
fun.
the past 2 years have really been a struggle just getting to it every day.
Hmm.
Um, so I just said, I really need to maybe step back from it. But that's
And
30
then go
days.
back to it like, when you have more time because your business. Now, how long have you had Art Foamies?
So Art Foamies just celebrated our 5 year anniversary,
Okay.
um, with me having it, but somebody else started it in Canada and I bought it from her in 2020. So
Okay, so that was 2020 because I remember when they first came out. I had been buying Art Foamies since the beginning. Now,
mhm,
you had gone to school, so you were like 40, graduated when you were 45. Now, you also had another stamp company called
Rubber Moon.
Rubber
Well,
Moon. Now,
for
did
my
you have that before you went to school, or did you get to do that after?
Yes, after, so I graduated in 2011 and I bought Rubber Moon, again as an existing company from somebody in Idaho,
Hmm.
in 2012. So I had Rubber Moon from 2012 to 2021.
Hmm.
So I was running Rubber Moon and Art Foamies at the same time for about a
Okay.
year. Hmm.
fun. Now you love stamps? Like, have you used stamps like all your life, or like how did you?
Yeah. So I did. So I fell in love. I mean, madly and passionately in love with rubber stamping when Maxie's 37, so she was like 2, and I walked into a stamp store in California, and I just fell in love with it, and so I stamped ever since about 90 early 90s, and then my parents moved to Missouri from California in 1993, and,
Mhm.
and they opened a stamp company.
Oh,
So I
cool.
worked for them for years, and then a lot of stuff happened, and I was out of it for a while until then I had the opportunity to buy Rubber Moon. So
Oh, fun. Oh, it's interesting. I always like to hear how people get started, with
I
what
don't
they
know
do.
how I'm going to get started on this now.
No, I don't.
So
No, thanks, KP. Well, I know this is like the hard part is like, okay, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go pick a stamp and then get it started from there, figure out what my background's gonna be. And then if you look at the bottom, there's the prompts are all down at the bottom. So, okay, so who's playing along today? Anybody? I know Terry will probably play along. And here today, she plays along a lot. We'll see. Usually we get a few people playing along. Kimberly does. She hasn't been here in a while, so hopefully she'll play along. So we'll see what everybody comes up with. So I'm gonna start out. I think I will I'll gesso my card and that'll get me started. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions for KP about art foamies or any other questions in general? It's always fun to share information back and forth. Okay, let me get my gesso. I know it's kind of funny when I start doing these, I always have that moment where my mind goes blank and I'm like, what am I going to do? I have nothing. But then those usually start being some of the best cards. So we'll see. Oh, okay, Kimberly. Yes, it was. It was fun to have. It's fun to have KP on and just to hear about, how she got started, her background, seeing a flip of what she does. And I love the huge Rolodex she has.
oh, I love it too so much. I really love all of them though. I want to get this one, full, and then I want to work on my other ones too.
So now do you have, okay, so you still have some, you don't have to go searching for more. You still have some that you can work on. Plus you sell the Dexies too, don't you, in the larger size?
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, well, I started selling the pre-cut, cards like this.
Yes.
Because I just bought a lot of watercolor paper, and then my friend Gina from GSL Cuts, she did them for me because they're just too hard to find, and not everybody always wants to cut, like it's nice having it on the decent watercolor paper.
Yes.
Now I don't do all the sizes because like you can still find punches for the smaller size. And I do want to do the 4x6 size. I just haven't yet. And honestly, it's going to be harder now because I was able to get all my watercolor paper at wholesale, but I'm really not now because the place closed down.
That's what you said, because you had a lot of supplies that you used to sell, like the Lyra pens, the ink. Is that where you get your inks from too?
No, that's different. So we'll still do our inks and stuff, but anyway, so I have another question about this. Should I just work and be just working? I don't need to like be talking about what I'm doing or anything, right? Or
no. You just go ahead and work. If you want to say something, go ahead. Otherwise, I may ask you questions. I'll see if anybody has questions in chat. But no, go ahead, and I will. I'll put the screen back to where so you don't feel like you have to be talking the whole time.
my name. I might talk to myself if that's okay.
No, that's fine. That would be very entertaining. I think everybody talks to themselves when they're arting. I know I do all the time because I'm just like, oh yeah, you know. I think my husband thinks I'm nuts sometimes when I'm down here. He's like, "Are you streaming?" I'm like, "No, I'm just talking to myself."
It's just me.
All right, so I will let me think. Let me get the colors out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out, I'm going to pick a stamp, and then that'll be how I start out. And I think the colors, I don't know, they're really summery.
Oh, I forgot about the dang colors. Ah.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget the colors. And they're going across the screen at the bottom. So you can always just look there.
Let's see. I'm going to get out. Make it easy on myself again.
And you don't have to use all of them. You can just pick one.
Oh, are you kidding? I'm never going to pick one.
Okay, so now seeing the hunter green, the page, the stamp you used yesterday, where for the Dexie card, I think, and you colored in like the different openings.
Oh yeah. Oh, this. Oh yeah. That here. I do have it here.
Oh, okay.
Almost.
Oh, see, I love that. And you went when you said like, oh, I don't know if I like that green. I think the green looks cool with those colors.
Yeah, I do. I do. After I all pulled together, I do. And I love this combination, this hot pink and a green, any kind of like green gold or this kind of chromium green, that is my favorite combination. But it had to come together. I love it now.
I know, because when you said, I'm like, oh, it's not bad. But then when I saw it all together, I'm like, oh my God, that looks awesome. It just with that pop of green, the pop of pink.
I think this is such a fun page. So
yeah, those are fun.
We got, okay, I'm going to get all my colors laid out first. So we got orangey.
All right. And I'm going to go, pick out a stamp. I'm going to pick out a stamp. Okay.
Now, one more question. When you do it, do you ever incorporate black or white or no?
Oh yeah, you can add, say if like you only pick one color to use, you can use black or white. Okay. I was thinking when we used to do just one color, and then you could always add different colors to it. But I think with this, you can always add black and white. But since there's 5 colors, I think we stay in those 5 colors, but there's no rules if you want to use another color.
Okay. Well, I can also just use that dark green can be my dark value, so that's fine too. But I was thinking because I wanted to stamp my date and time because that's in the moment, but I wanted to use like black.
Oh, go ahead and do black. Yeah, that's fine. There's no strict rules here. You can do whatever.
Our police won't come knocking.
No. No art police, no prompt police. Okay, so I'm going to
dropping stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to use. Okay, so one year for. I think it was Mother's Day or my birthday. I think it was. My son had bought me um, one of your boxes,
Ooh.
which was so cool because he's like, "Oh, what do you want? What do you want for your birthday or whatever?" So he bought me a mystery box, and then the next time he knew I liked art foamies, so he went and picked out stamps for me, which I thought was kind of cool.
So sweet. Oh my God. I did not know that.
Yeah, so he got me a mystery box, and then he actually went. He's like, I picked some out. I wasn't sure what you'd like. So these were the stamps he picked out. There was this guy.
Oh my gosh. That is so
was interesting. So 100 proof press these are by.
yeah.
And then this, I think I'm going to use this one today. This is like the little cherub girl.
Yeah, so
She's
cute.
like really cute. And then a paintbrush to go with the art theme.
That is so great. Oh my gosh. I just messed up my card already, but it's okay.
Oh, it'll be fine. So yeah, so I think I haven't used these. I did try them. And I haven't had a chance to use this guy yet. But I think I'll do the little cherub.
That's Krampus, right? That's Krampus. So that's Krampus is like the it's at Christmas time, right?
Yes.
So you should do Christmas Krampus.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what I'll do because I have a book that I work in every year at Christmas time. So I'll do a page with that. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So I'm going to do the little cherub girl. And then I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit here. I know we got so busy talking, I forgot to reposition all my stuff.
Oh gosh, sorry. Yeah, I'm over here just debating now because I already messed up. So I'm like, okay, do I want to keep going? Do I want to gesso? I mean, I just don't know. I messed up with my stamps already.
Oh, don't worry. Do whatever. I mean, go with it. Or if you feel more comfortable starting over, just grab it.
I'm not. I'm gonna make a sticker or something or figure it out.
Okay. There's no pressure. There's no time. If you don't finish it before we're done, then I'll just post it on the Facebook group.
Okay. It'll be great. I'm good.
Okay. So no pressure. Okay, so here we go. All right, so we've got that energy. These are good prompts. They make you think. Water media.
Well, yeah, it makes me, you know what it makes me think? It makes me think I need to make a custom art foamy for this because I already, this idea in my head.
Oh, well, that's good. See? See, you're working while you're here.
I know. It is true.
Now, do you make your stamps on site? You make them on site or are they?
We do. Yes, we do.
Oh, cool. That's really cool. So you can be like, oh, I want this to be an art foamy, and then just go make it, and then you can use it.
Yeah, what would be so fun? I mean, I don't know if we could ever do it, but I think it would be so fun to have. Obviously, it would have to be a very small group, but we could have a few people and be like, get an idea, and we could literally turn it into an art foamy while on the live and come back and stamp it.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun because sometimes, what I do, see, you could get lots of ideas because Dee Dee Willingham, I don't know if you follow her, she does a Society of Idea Collectors, and one of the things she does is mind mapping. So
I don't really know what that is, but it sounds really cool.
Okay, so what it is, it's just a way to collect ideas, and I started.
Oh, I know what it is. I do that too. Is it like Word?
Yeah, I started doing it for my color journal.
Mm-hmm.
Because just to get ideas. My color journal, it's this big book. There's about 15 pages for each color. And I'll come on stream and be like, okay, let me find one that I've actually done. I'll be like, okay, let's mind map pink. So everybody will be like, oh, how about bubblegum flamingo? And they'll just like,
okay, yeah,
stuff out there. You've got, the main theme is pink, and then you just kind of build ideas as you go. But that would be awesome to do for an art foamy. Which one is it? Like yellow. Like look at this for yellow. There's like 100 ideas.
Right. That's so crazy. I kind of did a similar thing, only and you may have even seen some of my pages. I kind of do a similar thing with colors, but in a visual.
Oh, okay. Oh, fun. Oh, that's cool. And I've done like, oh, let's see if I can find it. When I've gotten, like when I got these art foamies, I'm like, okay, this is in the peach section. So I just took the art foamies, and I think Tim Holtz had come out with this peachy color, and I just did like
I love that. Yes, like monochromatic, I love it. Yes.
So just stuff like that. And I think I also did, where's gray? I think I don't know if this is one of yours or one that was there before, the elephant stamp. I had done.
Oh, that's Sarah Matthews. Yeah.
Okay. I love that. That's a good one. But I thought I had maybe it's not in here. I think it's probably in another art journal, but I did another one. This was in the gray section where the whole background was just the elephant. It was kind of cool. But yeah, this is fun. My color journal's fun. I like that. Okay, Kristen said the cherub looks like a frozen Charlotte doll. It does kind of.
Yeah, I think that's what it might be based on or whatever, And I think it's Cupid or something like that. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Like, okay. Okay, and so yes, of course. Oh, here it is. Thought I lost my card. Let me just really quickly, I need to dry that with my heat gun.
Well, I had to cheat. It wasn't water soluble media, but okay.
That's okay. These are just ideas.
Only water soluble until you have to cover a mistake. Then it can be non-water soluble.
Okay. All right. So everybody's been loving getting their gouache out to play with lately.
Yes, me too. I've really been enjoying it a lot, and I love doing the art foamies with it just because it's so like perfect for the art foamies. And I think everybody who's watched me over the past like couple of years knows I love layer cakes. And by no means am I saying this is, I'm not saying this is layer cake, but it is similar in the way it's just similar, but it's nicer for me because I can spread it on my art foamies as to where the layer cakes are solid, right? So,
right. They're very similar because I ended up, I didn't get the layer cakes. I'm like, no, I don't need them. And then when I started doing more with the art foamies, and then I saw you using them, I'm like, oh my God, those are so cool. So I ordered like the little Frida set. I'm like, oh my God, I love these.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a few more. And then, but they look, when you're done, they look similar on the paper, but they're definitely different how you apply it.
Yes. And they're not the same, and I'm not suggesting they are, and I still love layer cakes. However, I just find these to be not only obviously way cheaper, but versatile for me and for what I do. And
Right. And especially like with the stamps, because you're putting a lot of product on there. I mean, to get like a nice, good stamp. And with you hate to use up all the layer cakes. They
right.
could go pretty quick if you're putting
Yeah.
those stamps all the time. So it's like a nice alternative,
Exactly.
like
Yes.
especially now when, is she sending out stuff still, or are there tariffs?
Yeah, somebody said that they got got their order really quick and everything, was great. So,
Oh,
but that was just a conversation that we had. She was unsure. This was the reason why she doesn't want to have a wholesaler over here too,
right.
because who knows how that can go.
Right, because right now, everybody's so unsure about what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, well, maybe once things settle down, she might do something in the future because so many people love them.
Yeah, and it is a little. I mean, it's not hard to get here. You can get them, but it's way more expensive. And and I know the prices have gone way up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know if you noticed, but I did, because I was gonna go buy just one or two wheels, and they're like everything seems like it's about $10 more, but it makes sense too, because their dollar is not worth as much now too.
Oh, I know. Everybody, everywhere, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Energy in the moment. Okay. What am I going to use for my water medium? Well, maybe I'll use the gouache.
That's too. And I'm probably going to use some sticks too. And I'm not here for a teaching moment, but I do want to let people know, just in case, because and sometimes I feel, I don't know, like I shouldn't say anything, because it's like, oh, everybody isn't dumb. You can figure it out for yourself. But literally, I've had people ask me even recently, can you see the back of the art foamy? And the answer is yes. Like, there is a right and a wrong side, obviously, because if you have something that has, an image like this, obviously this is the right side that you are buying the image for. But if you want some kind of shadow or just a wonky circle, you can always use the backs of them too. And for something like this, it's great. This is just the opposite. Now, again, the back side is not generally cut as crisp, so it might have some little scragglies on the edge, or maybe even the back has a pattern, but I find that it's okay. Like, it just makes it kind of more interesting. I don't know. So if you want to reverse something, or if you want to use it as a shadow, you can use the back of your art foamies. Oops, wrong side.
That's good to know, because I hadn't it's color cube number 316, Devin. I hadn't thought about that, like using well, of course you could use the other side for stuff. And what I thought, I haven't tried it yet, it would be nice to do like stamp down the solid side, the back side in one color, and then flip it over where the outline is. And then,
yes.
And then have it on top. So, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, and no questions are dumb. So, no, that's the good information. And I tell everybody, I'm not a teacher. We're here to have fun. So any information you want to pass on is awesome.
Agree.
All right. So I'm still kind of thinking. All right. Let me get a background. I think I'll do gold. It's kind of like yellow gold, not gold. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Terry Brett is already done. Terry is our master prompt person. She does prompts, I think, almost every day.
Okay, you know how we were talking about missing stuff? Like, I don't know what I do with my phone.
I hear it. Do you have what I have an Apple Watch, and I
No,
swear the specific reason for my Apple Watch is to find my phone. That's probably what I use it for the
I
most.
love that. I'm serious. I don't know where I put it.
Oh no.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, it can't be far. Oh, here it is. I found it.
I was gonna say it'll
On the
turn
floor,
on.
right where it belongs.
All right, so here we go with the gold. Alrighty, let's see. So what's everybody working on? Working on anything, any new projects, or find any new products that you want to share? All right. All right, so I'm using acrylic paint for the background just so nothing gets messed up. All right, makeup. Okay, so makeup. What did we say for makeup again? It could actually be makeup, or you just make something up, or what you said for makeup was one of your things.
Yeah, it could be like, kiss and makeup. It could be makeup, like makeup that you apply to your face. It could be making something up. So,
oh, like make up a character or something
make
like that.
believe. Yeah, I mean, so it's pretty, that's why I like prompts like that, because it really allows you to, interpret it the way that you need to for your piece. Not, because I don't like to force stuff too terribly, because then it becomes contrived and not, I mean, I feel like if you have to reach so far, sometimes
Right.
it's not really authentic, because you didn't really want to do it. You just did it because you felt like you had to.
Right, and you're just kind of following along, copying, but like yes, I get it. I get it. So it's a good way to make it your own.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I don't know. Just think about stuff like that so I don't have to feel trapped.
Yes.
But like on this moon, I'm going to apply makeup to the moon.
Ooh,
I'm
cool.
going to make his face made up.
Very cool. I love your moons. I love your little moon stamps. Well, obviously you like the moon and probably the solar system and stuff like that, because your company's like was in your one company's name.
Yeah, well, that name was already
or astrology or.
But I love, so the cool thing is that when I bought Rubber Moon, I knew, well, and I'm just going to say really quick, I just got a message that she passed away. Deb Valoff, the owner of the one who sold me Rubber Moon, I just heard she passed away.
Oh my gosh.
While we were online. So I just want to take a moment, to just express my sadness about, I mean, we were not best friends or anything like that, but she really, helped me at a time in my life where I really needed that. And I was honored to buy her company. And, we had a lot of similar aesthetic, like, because my parents had a company at the same time that she had her company. And then later when, things had happened, my parents had passed away and stuff, then after I graduated, I bought Deb's company, Deb Valoff, and, she made it possible for me to do that. So,
so she was really an important person in your life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, KP.
Thank you. It's okay. I mean, like, we haven't really been in contact, or, again, we weren't like super close by any means, but, I do feel like I always thanked her profusely, and, always hope that she knows
Right.
how much I appreciated her, selling me her company.
Oh, I'm sure she did. I mean, you did wonderful things with it.
So anyway,
Oh,
but
well, we were talking about her.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Um, and I forgot why. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, oh,
do you
Rubber Moon,
take
because it was Rubber Moon. So when I bought Rubber Moon, I really just embraced all that. I was like, and then that little Rubber Moon, it was called New Moon, was like one of the first ones I drew when I took over the company, and it was our very most popular selling stamp. So it was kind of a fun story.
Oh, that is a fun story. Now, so do you like astronomy or astrology, things like that, or
For sure. I like all the woo woo stuff. You know that.
okay. No, it's I've enjoyed it. My husband is like an amateur astronomer.
Ooh,
So,
that's cool.
so it's kind of a little bit we have in common with our, I do have a like an astronomy journal that I haven't started yet, but I have like an old book, and I've been putting together pieces, and some of them are like some of your stamps and stuff like that. So to incorporate into the book. So it's been fun.
Yeah, that I would love to see it. And somebody, I can't remember who now, and I'm sorry about that, but suggested to me and Megan that we have like astrology girls, or like, or
Oh,
zodiac,
that would be
zodiac girls.
fun.
I think that would be fun.
Oh, you could do astrology girls.
Yeah, that would be really, really fun. So we
You
might,
could,
I don't know, I haven't really talked to her, and don't know, I don't know
uh-huh.
what we're thinking about planning,
Well,
but
that would be fun. That would be fun. Or you could even do constellations, constellation
yeah,
girls. I mean,
yeah,
there's so many different things you could do with that.
yeah, I think so too. So we're gonna, we usually like chat and have like a brainstorm session. So and I don't know, things change and people do different stuff. So I have no idea for sure if we're gonna
Right.
continue. It's kind of really up to her.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it seems like, I mean, there's so many, you get so many ideas and you collaborate with so many different people. There's probably like tons of stuff you've talked about that doesn't even,
yeah,
like,
that
you don't
doesn't
even get to do
have
it
yeah,
because there's
for
so many
sure.
different things.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, are you okay? Do you need to take a moment, or you want to keep going, or?
I'm okay. If everybody else is. I mean, I'm almost done. So
Okay. Oh,
um,
perfect timing. Because
it's up.
it's like a quarter to 12. So we
Okay.
have, I usually end around 12. Sometimes we go a little bit longer. Let me get this stamped. So now I haven't used the gouache, these gouache on here. Now, how am I going to get it on? So that's my water soluble thing. Okay.
How to get your gouache on? Is that what
Yeah.
you're? Do you use a scrap buddy, or do you use just a wide flat brush, or you could also
Um,
have this, and even an ink foamy. If you have a clean ink foamy, you
I
could
have an
spread.
ink foamy
You,
because when art foamies first started out, they used to send you an ink foamy with everything at the
oh no,
beginning.
a stamp buddy. Yes.
The stamp honey, and I never used them, but now since I've been watching you, I'm like, oh, that's what I can use my stamp buddies for. Is
Yes.
to put the paint
Well,
on. So
I have,
here,
I have to tell you and be honest though. Oh my gosh. So we, when we pretty much stopped giving away this free stamp buddy right away, because we're like, that is, I just can't believe she gave them away with every whatever order, because they're very time consuming to make. Those are all literally handmade. We get all the components and put it together. You have to put the glue on. It has to dry for 24 hours before you can put on the foam, and then we cut them into different sizes. and then package them. So I was like, that is a big lot. Like, I love to give my customer stuff, and you know that, but I
Yes.
just
Oh God, yes.
broke doing, like we won't be
Uh-huh.
here long if we do it. And so yeah, and then she didn't do the scrap buddies, which doesn't make sense either, because, and not putting her down, but like
Uh-huh.
there's so much scrap left over. Why wouldn't you? Like, I would never waste those. I use them all the time.
Right. I know. And she would send one that was as big as a stamp.
Yeah, I know.
And I felt bad because I never used them, because I tried once in a while putting like the paint onto it and then stamping the stamp buddy or the stamp on it. But then I didn't really use it that much. So I kind of felt bad, but I'm glad I saved them, because now I can cut them up and do this.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that works great. Okay, so here's my little cherub girl. She is so cute. All right, let me put her on here. Oh, hi, Dare. Good to see you. Hi to anybody who's come in if I missed you. Okay, Dare said always lurking, but wanted to pop in and say hello to KP.
Hi, thank you
Dare
so much.
B's here.
Oh gosh, thanks so much. That's so sweet.
Okay, and who else was here? Sista, Sensible Sista was here too earlier. I don't know if she's still here.
Hi, sister.
Okay, and one thing, don't push hard on your stamp, because it'll kind of mush a little bit. I always forget that. I always want to push hard on it.
Yes, I mean, it is a thing that so many people do with the stamps too, with stamps or art foamies.
Mhm.
But I just always say firm, even pressure, no mashing or smushing.
I know, and that's what I've been trying to do. Like, I'll put it down and I'll just kind of rub my hand over it, kind of lightly rub my hand. But for some reason, I wasn't paying attention, and see, this came out much clearer. But yes, just a reminder, don't mush down your art foamies. Okay, so got the stamp. I did the water media in the moment.
And so this is the Hunter Green, but I just have it like watered down. Even though
wow, that's pretty.
It is the Hunter Green or whatever, but it's just, or the closest thing I have in that palette to Hunter Green.
That's turning out really good. I really like that. And then you've been using, did you use the gouache on yours too, or what did you use?
Yeah, everything except for okay, so it's all this except for my moon. I did stamp with just black ink, or that solid, because I had made that mistake. So I over stamped my mistake with the same black ink, and then I did use a little gesso.
Perfect.
Gesso and a tiny bit of paint pen to just fix the face. But that's my makeup. She's all made up.
Oh, cute. I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay, Dana Fulton said hello.
Dana. Oh, thanks for coming. You guys are so, I love you all. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Dana. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I needed this. I've had a very emotional morning, and then I just found out that lady passed away. Deb Bell.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry too. I feel so sad for her family and her husband. Well, the reason she sold me Rubber Moon was because they were retiring. Her and her husband were retiring, and moving to Panama.
Oh, wow. So did they move down there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you talked to her much since she's been down there? Like, what?
I have to be honest. Like, so we it's complicated. We didn't ever have a falling out or anything like that. Like, I always, again, was very thankful and that she told me her business and made it possible. And we did always have a good working relationship. But I will just tell you, after I paid her off and we were done, that was pretty, like, there wasn't a relationship after that. It was
Well,
just,
that was, I mean, you had a good business relationship, and she was retiring. I mean, she moved to
yeah.
Panama,
So at least,
so she was
yeah,
like moving on to the next part of her life.
yeah.
So
There wasn't anything bad, but she just wasn't
you
in
just
that
kind of lost
world
contact
anymore.
with her.
Yeah. And I followed her somewhat on social media a little bit, but obviously
Uh-huh.
not enough to know if anything, I never had heard if she was sick, or I really, and
Right,
no
right.
idea, and I don't know any of the details whatsoever,
Yeah.
of, if she was ill or not or anything. But yeah, because I just heard somebody just sent me a text right when we were live saying that
So
she
sad. Well, look at it. I mean, look at it this way. You made it possible for her to go to Panama and, spend some good times down there.
Yeah, well, so um yeah, I think it helped her to be able to give the business to somebody who cared about it, I think. But who
I
looked
think
in.
that means a lot to people selling their businesses. Like it makes it easier for them to know that somebody's going to take care of people the way they took care of people.
Yeah, yeah. So I hope that she knew that, and and was happy about it. I hope she always was happy that she sold it to me.
Oh, I'm sure she was. I'm sure she was. I mean, you've done amazing things. You've done amazing things with it.
I love doing it. And I would still, like, I always was kind of torn, about selling Rubber Moon, because I love still rubber stamps. But
Uh-huh.
I won't lie to you, manufacturing rubber stamps is a way different animal. And it is, since COVID and all the stuff, it's just even so much harder, just to get all the raw materials. And,
Oh,
so
wow.
I never was sorry or regretful that I did that.
Right. And it put you like in a new direction, like something probably you've done things you probably wouldn't have done had you kept, had you not bought the art foamies.
Yeah, for sure. For
You just
sure.
think of like all the contacts you've made and
Well, and just, I love art. I mean, I love art foamies even so much. And I can't say that I love art foamies more than I love rubber stamps, as far as like using that. I still
Mhm.
love using rubber stamps, but as far as making them, designing them, all that, it's just, yeah, no contest.
Oh, fun. See, that's you're lucky. You get to do what you get to work in something you love.
Mm. Yeah. So it's,
And plus, too, I mean, just from watching you, like I've learned a lot about art, not just stamps, but art and, different ways to use the art foamies, different substrates to use and like just, it's not just okay, put ink on a stamp and put it down. I mean, there's so much you can do with them, which is kind of fun.
which is why, so I don't know if you know this too. I think it makes for kind of an interesting story, is that
Uh-huh.
I did never really use art foamies before I bought the company. Now that's not true. I don't want to say I never used one, but
Mhm.
only time I had used one, I did a retreat with Patty Euler from the Queen's Ink. I did a retreat with her in
Uh-huh.
Costa Rica 2 years in a row. I think it was 2016 and 2017. I think, don't quote me, because it might have been 2017, 2018. I can't remember. But anyway, in one of those retreats, she gave everybody an art foamy, or I think one or two art foamies. So I had kind of used it, and I was like, oh, these are cool. Oh my gosh. I was like, it's kind of like a modern rubber stamp. And I was like, I wish I could
Mhm.
make it. So I kind of was kind of figuring out how to make them, but I couldn't, I did figure it out, but I couldn't quite, like, get it perfected.
Right, right.
Then I just gave up. I was like, it's fine. I'm not going to try to come take over our, whatever,
Uh-huh.
come in and, get on art foamies, whatever. But anyway, and I didn't know the owner or anything like that, or really anything about him. And then I never really thought about it again until Natalie Kalbach, who was a Rubber Moon stamp designer too,
Oh, okay. I know Natalie. Or not,
asked,
no, I don't know her personally, but I have some of her stamps and
yeah. So she
taken
asked me,
classes.
so she was friends with the owner, and she asked
Uh-huh.
me, I think Emmy wants to sell art foamies. Are you interested? And I was like, oh my God, yes. So was trying for like a year. We went back and forth for like over a year until it finally happened, which I didn't think it was ever going to happen. I kind of had given up, to be honest. And then it just happened. And oh my gosh, but what I started to say is I would like dream, like kind of daydream all the time about like, I wonder if I could make art foamies, like if I could do this. Like I would just think of things and designs and patterns and ways to use them. And I wonder if
Mhm.
like really big or just, and then so when I got art foamies and I started, it just has been like a dream come true because I get to try stuff that I just want to try and see if it will work.
I think that's so cool that you can just like, okay, let's see. All right, let me make this and see if this is a good art foamy, or let's see if I could do that with this. I just think that's so cool. I mean, it was meant to be.
Yeah. And so anyway, I still love it. And I still, I marvel at it sometimes, like, oh God, I'm so lucky and I still love it. I still get to do that, because I always think it's too good to be true. That I must be, I don't know, running out of ideas or
You'll never run out of ideas.
okay.
Well, you've done well with it. You've taken something that she created and then just took that concept and then went from there. So I'm sure she's got to love that.
Wow, it's been,
Just knowing that you had the passion that she had for it.
yeah, it has been really, I just can't even say what a great, joy it's brought me. And
Oh, good.
and just, I'm so, I don't know, really grateful because, a lot of times, let's face it, in life, a lot of things don't work out the way you hope or wish. So
Mhm.
sometimes they have to. And I'm glad this could be one of the
Yeah.
times.
It all works out how it's supposed to, is what I say. You
That is,
know, it's like doing an art journal page. You get like this whole idea, this whole concept, like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. And then by the time you're done, it's like nothing that you thought you could ever do.
yes, that is true. And I do find that you have to be, what's the word? I don't know. Like you have to persevere. You just have to keep trying it if it doesn't work
Like
out.
it like kind of like if at first you don't succeed, try again. Like you
Yeah.
just gotta really don't get discouraged when things don't work out.
I think it's true almost with everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is you love it, so you keep going at it.
Yeah.
Where if you didn't care about it so much, you'd be like, okay, well, let's try something else.
Yeah, that's true.
So
But with art, it will always be something one way or the other.
right, right. No, I'm not on every day at 11. I'm actually on Tuesdays at 10 Eastern. So I had given KP the wrong time. So, um,
Well, you didn't really give me the wrong time. I said, is it 11 Central? And you said, yes. I was like, okay.
yeah, so I'm thinking back. I'm like, okay, yeah, because then it's like 10 going backwards. I'm on Tuesdays at 10 Eastern. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you had fun. A lot of times, like we'll have discussions and stuff in chat. We'll talk about different products or what we're working on. But I think everybody's enjoyed like hearing KP's story, watching her art. This has really been fun, KP.
Thank you so much. And thanks for inviting me. And
Oh, I'm glad you were. I was kind of wanting to ask you, and I'm like, oh, she's so busy. I don't want to bug her. And then when you're like, oh, well, could I be a prompt for once? I'm like,
yeah.
oh, yes, of course. I think what I'm gonna do now. I know Terry Brett finished hers, so she actually finished these prompts, Dee Dee's prompts from yesterday, and is working on something that Janet Young was doing on her stream yesterday. So let me get my Facebook group up and we can see what Terry did. All right, let's see. Finish that. Okay. Okay, where's my keyboard? Oh, here it is. How could you lose your keyboard? It's because I've been talking so much. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Oh, Terry, that's cute. Here, let me put that up so everybody can see it. It'll just take me a sec. And that's a fun thing too. If you play along, everybody can see what you do, or you can go to the Facebook group and share your art. And it doesn't have to be stuff we worked on here. It's just a place where share any of your art, any streams that you think might be fun, or if you have questions. I'm just trying to build it up a little bit. So, all right, share. Okay, here we go. And for some reason, I just always talk to myself when I do this, and I don't know why, but I do. Okay. All right, so there's Terry's. Let me get that.
Oh, that's so fun. Oh my gosh, I love your collage.
Oh, that's cute, Terry. Here, let's do this. There. Happiness depends on ourselves. See possibility everywhere. Oh, I love that. Terry says she loves your work.
Oh, thank you so much.
And there, Dar put in the Facebook group. So if anybody hasn't joined, feel free to sign up, share art, or just lurk. I always post when the stream's coming, when the stream's going to be on. I like it, Terry. And you used all the colors. Very cool. Very, very cool. Let's see. Let me, while I'm here, I think I might show what some other people have been working on. All right, let me take that one off. Okay. I'm going to show, let's see. Nobody's posted yet. Oh, here's Jane's. This is her prompt card from last week. All right, hold on. Okay.
Oh, I love that too. Is that the same person?
No, this is Jane Litterick, and this was her. She didn't finish last week. She posted after the stream was over, and these prompts were rust, copper, mustard, blue, gray, and dark blue were the colors. And then the prompts were flowers, shiny, and food and repetition.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love interesting collage. Like collage that has a story is really fun.
I know, and it's fun. And she also has a hot dog on her. I was showing KP mine, and I'm like, that is a hot dog. We were talking about hot dogs, so that's what I put on. So yeah, it's fun. And what's fun too is a lot of times like people will be like, oh, do that color, you should do that, or you get lots of good ideas. I think everybody was just so interested in hearing your story, KP. It was fun. So we were a little bit quieter today.
Sorry, I hope I didn't talk too much. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, this was great because I always have a hard time like trying to think of stuff to say, and I'm like, okay, what am I? And then I'm trying to art and all this. No, this was awesome. I love being able to talk to you and then ask questions, and it's been fun.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm gonna still, I'll still do some like journaling on this side. Maybe I'm not sure what yet. I want to, put
here. I want to put you big so we can see let's see what you did.
I'm gonna write like about, hang out in art and stuff inside. Maybe just do some lines and do a journal page.
Fun. And then you'll just pop that in your Rolodex.
Yeah. And then it'll just be like this.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So you have your colors and you use the makeup in the moment. And
in the moment, I was going to stamp the time, like 10:14 a.m., but I messed it all up. So I might just use my little stamps and stamp in the time.
Oh, that would be good. That would be good. Or you could just put 11 Central.
Right. Also, A9. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so I know if I mean, I can also post in the Facebook page if you want.
Yeah, post it in the when it's done. Post it in the Facebook page because everybody'd love to see it. And then, thank you for coming. This was so much fun.
Oh, gosh, thanks for having me. I really enjoyed it, and I really needed this. So,
Oh, good,
so,
good.
and I'll pop back in when I can, and I hope you
Oh,
have a
you're always welcome, and just just come watch, and everybody check out Art Foamies. We all love Art Foamies.
you again.
And,
See you pretty
yeah,
soon.
I'll see you around. I'll see you maybe. I'll try and be there this afternoon.
Okay,
So,
have a great day. I'm going to post the clause sheet and stuff later today. So,
okay, good, good. Thank you so much.
Bye, Kathy. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. See you later. Okay, so that was fun. Thanks a lot for being here. Sorry about the time mix-up with KP, but I think it turned out. I did kind of show how I got started on the file folder. So we'll continue with that next week. I will finish my prompts and post them in the Facebook group, so you can see. It was interesting talking to KP. I was having fun talking to her and asking her questions and stuff like that. So I wasn't able to keep up with my card today. But thanks everybody for being here. And thank you so much to my mods. I really appreciate you. And everybody have a good day. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.